want to invite Miss Monfik back. Well, she first time here on Financial House.
Okay.
But it's a privilege to have her. And we have Miss Trudy, who is being our champion from 2001, so 2021. So Miss Trudy will continue giving us information about our new guest, which is Miss Monfik Abu.
Yeah.
And she will be telling us a little bit about our mindset when it comes to your financial house and keeping your financial house in order. So once again, welcome to our first live for 2022 on your financial house. Wherever you are in the world and you're listening to us, we ask that you share this video once you finish with it, and you are our welcome guest today. We are honored to have you. Once again, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Avril. And I'm going to give a short introduction, and I hope I do it justice. But introducing Monfik. Monfik, we met. It's over 2 years now that we met.
Yes.
At the Women's Conference. And you were such a force of nature when we met. It's like we kind of gravitated to each other, and I loved it. We've kept in contact, through the years. Actually, of recent times, you've actually become a coach to me. And I am so loving our sessions together. And it's so important, when we realize this is something that's needed in our lives as well. And that's a realization that I came to as well. And I know that, you're a certified leadership mindset reset coach.
Yes.
And you have so much experience and so many people that you've helped throughout the way. And that's back home in Nigeria as well as Canada.
Yeah.
And I felt, Avril and I talked, and we felt it's so important, especially to start the new year off with having a session where, we've talked about savings and creating wealth and, getting out of debt. But all of that is fine. But if you don't have the right mindset, it could be a problem. And hence why we wanted you to start off the year with us, start it off right. Mm-hmm. And we can share a couple things on that. So I'll let you take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Avril. Thank you so much, Trudy, for having me here in your financial house. And it's just like I was telling you earlier, this is a topic that I am also working through, improving for myself. So I want to just give a short presentation basically on money mindset habits, right? And why it's important. And it's a new year. Hashtag New Year, New Me. That's what a lot of people put as a post on New Year's Day. And if you're going to be a new you, that means you're going to change your habits, because our habits is what makes us, right? And the mindset is kind of the foundation of the formation of these habits. Mindset deals with three different things. The mindset teaches you how to think, how to feel, and how to connect. Your mindset teaches you how to think, how to feel, and how to connect. So in everything in life, whether we admit it or not, we have a mindset towards it. That's what really determines what happens and what the outcome of that thing that you're trying to do becomes. If your habits if you're thinking about something is very detached, very uninterested, very cavalier, there is a high percentage of a chance that that particular thing you're looking at in an unserious way would end up not amounting to anything. But if your initial thinking process to anything in life is serious, is planned, is strategic, is purposeful, there's a high percent of a chance that that thing will come out good for you if you seek it out as a goal. Then you work towards it. So mindset is everything, right? And you realize that in our lives, we have relationship problems, even health problems. We have mental problems. We have physical problems. At the end of the day, most of these problems are connected to our financial wellness, whether we admit it to ourselves or not. You understand? Sometimes your relationship with money, how you think about money, how you feel about money how you connect to money is what really determines how much money you will make. And not only that, how much money you will keep. Take it from me, this is something that I am learning too as a person, because in my practice as a mindset reset coach, most of my clients want to really interpret what is actually the tangible thing I'm going to get if I get mindset skills. They don't know that mindset skills is the beginning of everything they want to get in life. They look at it as like it's abstract. They look at it like it's not tangible. Because I'm from Nigeria, so I know in Nigeria coaching is a hard sell, because people are like, oh, they are just talking. I know this before. I've heard this before. Of course, if you're an adult, you are over 16 years old. Most of the things you've heard and seen, you've already had an idea about it. But the difference is, are you taking action? Now, my brand is MRA. While MRA coincidentally is my initial, Monfik Ryan Abu, but that's not why it's my brand. Really, I thought about it really deeply before I decided for it to be my brand. And those three letters, MRA, they actually represent the key philosophies that my coaching practice is built upon. And the three key skills that I work hard, assiduously every day to teach my clients to be able to adopt. And that is one, the M is for growth mindset. And the R is for resilience. And resilience is so key, because whatever I'm going to teach today, anybody that is listening will realize that they need to be resilient to be able to do this.
So true.
A lot of challenges are going to happen, setbacks are going to happen, old habits will creep up on them, and they will give up. Because new year, new me, easier said than done, like I said before. Because old habits die hard. Do you know, in neuroscience, they said it takes a human being at least 61 times to see a new information and be able to start adopting it as their habit. 61 times or 66, I can't remember. You have to see it over and over and over again for you to adopt it as a behavior. Because we are already wired to think a certain way. That mindset, by our culture, by our environment, by our socio-political affiliation, whatever it is, we think a certain way. But when it comes to money, money is needed for survival. So, but nobody teaches you when you go to school how to keep money. You may get some, you guys are financial analysts. I was a banker for 13 years until 2015, not so long ago, from 2001 to 2015. So I was a banker back in Nigeria. So I know anybody that is not in the financial industry may not pay particular attention to money or multiplying money. All of us only pay attention to making money. We all want to survive. Both the poor and the rich, they make money. The difference with the poor and the rich is that the rich get to keep their money, make their money work for them, and the poor keeps on trying to make money and never see it. Some of the time it's that poverty mindset that sets in, and a scarcity mindset. So that's where we are going to start today. What are the mindset habits for you to be able to make money and keep it? The focus is keeping it. Because all of us, some of us know what we want to do, and we do it, we earn something. But how far can you stretch what you earn? How far can it go for you? How can you tell that, oh, I make $100,000 a year and that would be enough? Because like I have children, one of my boys turns 22 today. So I have children that are quite old.
Adults.
Yeah, adults and teenagers, and it's a peculiar time because when they were teenagers, they want to the one that will be turning 14 in 2 months' time. She's the youngest, she's 13 now. She's so eager to turn 14. And I just like, it's so funny that you don't know, the more you get older, the more your problems increase. You know, like there's this popular song by P. Diddy and Mace, more money, more problems. I love that
Yeah.
song so
Yeah.
much because it's very realistic. It's true. As we get older, our relationships continue to widen and widen. It's like an upside down triangle, you
That's
know.
right.
And if you are still keeping the same habits because you're an adult, you feel this is how I do things, this is what I know, this is what has been working for me. Okay, that means as your responsibilities are widening and problems are widening, you are suffocating yourself in the middle because you are still working with the old model, right? For our phones, every day we see the phones updating all of the time. So I try to tell my clients to look at coaching like the update of their software of the habits that they have. So today we're going to talk about money mindset habits. And the first tip I'm going to share with you guys is the difference between the emotional quotient and the IQ, intelligence quotient. I'm sure big grammar, but I'll simplify it. So there's a money IQ and there's a money EQ, you know.
Right.
A lot of people, you know, when we have children, we want them to always do well in school, right? Always. There are so many standards to do well in school, spend so much money. I, for one, came to Canada because I wanted my kids to get the best education. And I sacrificed everything. My life in Nigeria, everything was okay. I didn't have any problem. But I'm like, if they have to get the best education, they also have to get the right parental guidance. It's a new environment, different culture. How do I assimilate myself in my 40s into a new environment that I have never lived in before, just to make that sacrifice as a mother for my children, right? But at the end of the day, no matter how intelligent your child is, if your child doesn't have emotional intelligence, some street savviness, some proactivity, some doggedness, some grit, some valor, some gumption, they cannot succeed no matter how bright they are. Like, I'm proud to say that my second, like, I have 4 biological children and 2 adopted children. One of them turned 22 today. The older ones are the ones I adopted. My own biological kids are 20, sorry, I forget, 20, 19, 16 and 13. My baby is 13, no longer a baby, but she's still my baby. So she's 13. So 4 of them are here with me. The 2 older kids are in university in Nigeria, rounding up their education, right? So my second child here, Tahira, my daughter, she's in the Dean's list. I'm so proud of her, in Dalhousie University. Amazing. I never made that when I was in school, so it's something to be very proud about as a parent.
Absolutely.
But every time you see me talking to her about, oh, did you talk to that person this particular way? What are you thinking when you talk to this person? You know, emotional intelligence is as important as intelligence alone, if not more. Sometimes you see all these wheezes that have first class degrees and they go into an environment because they are so introverted and geeky, they are not able to assimilate into that environment. They cannot understand the politics of that environment. That is how we should look at our relationship with money. We shouldn't just look at it intelligently. We should look at it emotionally.
That's all.
Right? So that's a simplified version of what I'm trying to explain in terms of the money IQ and the money EQ. Now, the money IQ is basically what you guys teach in the financial house, where you, which I'm honored to be part of your teaching or your class today, right?
Yeah.
You teach people about investing, I'm sure, right? You teach them about savings, you teach them about budgeting, and maybe you teach them about trading. I don't know jack about trading, but I just put that here because it's part of having that intelligent way you use your money, right?
Yeah.
But my interest today is the emotional IQ. So the emotional IQ is all about, like I said before, your relationship with money, right? Some people may have high emotional IQ and high intelligence IQ. So for those that are listening, I know I'm getting technical. I have my book here, my journal. I have my pen. So many pens here. And so I would encourage you guys to take down notes, because the
Yes,
best
please.
way to actually learn is to write what you're learning. It kind of registers twice in your brain. Then for
Yes.
me, that is also learning some of these concepts of money, wealth creation. I'm also learning as I teach it. You know, what you learn, what you know, and you teach it, you learn it twice. That is the philosophy. You know, when you learn, when you know something and you teach it, you learn it twice. So it's very, very important. All right, so let's move on. So for the emotional IQ, for the emotional quotient of money, money EQ, it's all about your relationship with money, as I've said. So some people have a high money IQ, intelligent quotient, but they have a low money EQ. That is where there is problem. That is why there is a mismatch. So I know we were having a preliminary discussion and you were saying that that is the problem that most people have, right? And they would
Yeah.
say they are not making enough money, or they are not saving enough money. Money is never enough. You see, I'm not sure Mark Zuckerberg will tell you he has enough money. Neither do what's the Amazon guy. Neither do what's the Virgin guy. All those big wigs.
Bezos, yeah.
Yeah, Bezos and the other guy, the Virgin guy.
Yeah.
They will never tell you that they have enough money. Everybody is making money, is trying to make this money. But if you don't have a good balance of your your emotional quotient of money and your intelligence quotient of money, you will always be looking for money. And you will never rest. And this hustle and grind culture, that's where it started from. Hustle, 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 no rest. Now people are crashing, people are overwhelmed, people are frustrated, people are depressed, people are suicidal. Then you look at the high rate of suicide for people that are making so much money. They are making so much money. Like when I heard there's this guy that was traveling the world and tasting people's dishes, one chef on CNN.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forgotten his
Remember that
name.
one?
What's his
Yeah.
name? I've forgotten his name. Like
I've forgotten his
3
name, yeah.
years ago, he
Oh, no.
committed suicide and died. And that same week, another very important designer, Kate Spade or so, she designs bags and stuff, beautiful bags. That same week, she committed suicide. These are multi-million-dollar rich people. Why?
Yes.
Why? There is no good balance between money IQ and money EQ. That may not be the only reason, but that is part of it. Nobody knows what happened to them. I'm not in their lives. Condolence to their families, but nobody knows, because the problem is this hustle and grind culture is killing people. You know, sometimes it's good to slow down and take stock and say, where am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? You understand? So let me move on. So the ideal situation to have is a high money IQ and a high money EQ. You have to have both. You have to have a balance of both. If it's lopsided like this, there is a problem. If it's like this, it has to be balanced. So I'm hoping that the tips that I will provide here this afternoon will be able to give us some insight and give your audience as to how to do, so they will be able to identify the one that will work best for them based on their own peculiar situation.
Right.
So let's move on. How do you invest in your money EQ? Because everybody is doing the money IQ part. Everybody is doing investing.
Learning. Yeah.
Some people are doing investing. Some people are doing savings. Some people are doing budgeting. Some people are doing trading. But these 4 concepts are known by everybody. It's just that not so many people are doing it. But
Yes.
if you really want to make your money work for you, you can't just focus on only those things. You have to take it deeper. So I'm hoping the tips I share here will give you some clarity as how to do this. So how do you invest in your money EQ? 1, you must appreciate your money and what it does for you. Number 1. You know, I remember when I started working, and I started working in the banking industry for a long time, for months, even years. I didn't even know how much I was making in a year. Just like, okay, they'll pay me this money. There's this There's this bonus they will pay when you perform. There's this. You just make it and spend it. I can't forget there was a time that my manager in the bank, one of the branches I worked in so many banks in Nigeria and several branches. So I think I worked in maybe 7 offices, different offices, branches of different banks, and I worked in 3 banks. And the big banks in Nigeria, I worked in Sterling Bank, you can check it out on Google. I worked in UBA, United Bank for Africa, is even outside Nigeria, and I worked in First Bank. That's where I stayed the most for 7 years. And from there, is when I worked there for the first 2 years, I was made a manager. Then I was a bank manager for the last 5 years until I quit in 2015 when I was contemplating for the kids. And anyway, mothers will sacrifice a lot for family. So that's a story for another day. Anyway. So basically, what helped me to understand this money mindset as a concept, when I was in First Bank in 2009 precisely, I had a manager then, before I became a manager. She now had this novel idea of going to seek out our customers in the bank and do like a customer appreciation month. So for that whole month, we were going to kind of check the top 10 customers we have in that bank and in that branch that we were working in. I think we're like top 20 or top 50 in terms of the deposits, how much money they have in their accounts, so we went on this quest to look for these customers. So we got some budget approved from the zonal director to give this customer certain gifts, because normally the bank will only do that at year end, or they will just take some customers that have loans and give them gifts. So some customers that really have money sitting in their accounts for years, you never get to know them one-on-one, because that bank had been in existence since 1894. So we have customers. It's First Bank is the oldest bank in Nigeria. So so many customers that are older than most of us that are coming to serve them and have had accounts with us even before we even left primary school or something. So it's that kind of environment. So we went to seek out these customers. That's how I went to one customer's location. This location was where, you would call it the projects in these areas. Let me use the projects. Let me use that. At least it will be able to, you'll be able to picture it in your mind's eye. To the extent that it wasn't motorable, like after making the journey to a point, I had to just ditch the car and start walking on foot. And my shoe was submerged in water and mud, and it was just a mess. So eventually I got to the building that was looking like a dilapidated building, almost looking really... No, the building was just like nothing to write home about. And the man was like it's like a high-rise building. So the man was on the 3rd or the 4th floor. So I went there. There is no elevator. That's, so I did that. 3rd or 4th floor, he was at the top. So I went, found his small apartment. To even get, he was so happy because nobody in the bank had ever come to his place before. Humble, so he let me in, I sat, and the chair was so jam-packed with stuff that we couldn't know the place. Like, you see somebody, you say this person is extremely poor.
Yes.
And all the while, when I was making this journey, all I thought in my head, do you know how much this man had in his account? That is why we were going. We were going because we are looking for the top 20, those that have the most deposits sitting in their accounts and saving in their savings account, not in their current account or checking as they call it here, in their savings account. This man was among the top 5.
Wow.
And this is where I was heading. So he had millions sitting down.
Yeah.
It was a wake-up call for me, because that moment, as I was heading there, I didn't even have up to $100 equivalent in my account. I'm waiting for the next salary to spend it. What's my business? Like, so many things to do with the money. Why am I keeping it there? So that's when this whole concept of the money mindset really started to engage for me. And I really found I felt ashamed when I left. Like, I'm well dressed, I have these heels, I'm holding a fancy bag. A driver brought me to the point I could walk and waited for me on the road. And this man's home there is even no way to get there. It's that bad. But this man, and that money, as he has not even touched, that money has just been sitting there. Like, why we chose him is like, who is this person? Never been to the bank. This money is just sitting there. And the next thing I was thinking, maybe he doesn't know it's there. But when we had the conversation, he knows it's there.
No.
So that's just an aside to leave you people a background as to why the importance. So it's not really how you look or how well, whatever thing you do that determines how much you make. It depends on how your behavior towards money, that emotional quotient that I mentioned. That's what that man had. I had all the IQ. I'm a banker, for goodness sake.
Yes.
But look at him. He was a teacher. He was a teacher being paid stipends, more or less. Stipends.
So he had that appreciation, as you said. Yes.
And everything he earns, he takes it and he puts it there. That's the only time we know something comes in, but we just don't know how. Maybe it's automated, whatever. We just needed, it was a wake-up call. So these are so that's what so what are the key ways you can make money work for you, which is what this man was doing. What are the key ways? Number one, you have to understand this penny wise and pound foolish concept.
Yeah, definitely.
Some people they are saving pennies, but they are making bigger problems for themselves that will cost them pounds to resolve. Right? That penny wise and pound foolish concept, you need to look at it. Like I said, we don't have much time to describe everything, so I'm just going to be giving it as pointers. Number two, you need to know your why for making money. What is your why? This money you're earning, why is it important to you? I'm so happy you mentioned the fact that I'm your coach, Trudy, and the vision exercise we talked about, and it helps you. And I'm trying to do something similar for everybody on social media soon because I'm trying to create my own vision board for 2022. Yes. So I want to help other people to know how to create theirs. Hold on one second. All right.
Yes, that's so important. A vision board it helps. It helps.
It helps. It helps to know.
Connected emotionally. Right?
Yes, it helps you for you to know your why. Why are you making money? Why is this money important to you? How do you appreciate this money? How do you grow this money? So important. Number 3, avoiding spontaneous buying. Some people, they are shopaholics. They are hoarders. It's not like they even have any money. They are just and in this area of the world where they give you that thing called a credit card, my God, it's the worst thing. For me,
as the deals, sometimes you buy 2 for 1. It could get you.
It never gets me. That's the one. It never gets me. That's the one thing I use.
Disciplined.
No, I'm disciplined. I'm disciplined. In those days in the bank, because in the evenings when we close at 4, people will come in to sell all manner of things, jewelry and stuff. And my colleagues will call me, come and see this. They have a great deal. They have. I was did I plan for this month? The answer is no. I would just on by. And sometimes I don't even want to see it because, if you see it, you now get triggered to buy it. Then you start regretting it. What I used to do, my own guilty pleasure was, I've done so well this month. When I started really learning self-appreciation and self-awareness, because as a woman, we keep doing for others and never do for ourselves. I used to let me go get myself this nice thing for me. Then I tended to go overboard with that. And I'm still working on that. So that's my own guilty pleasure. But spontaneous buying, you can't find me there. And this thing called credit card, here I have only Costco credit card. The banks offered credit cards. I told them, no, thank you. No, thank you. I get to Walmart, finish buying. Okay, do you like the credit? No, thank you. You get 0%, blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. So I have the Costco credit card because for the sake of, they say you have to build a credit history. That's the trick.
Yeah.
That's the trick they used to get you in. and you are spending and spending, you are building it, but you are messing up your credit score, but you are building your credit history. So it's crazy. So what I do is, like, I put in the money into the credit card as soon as I come back from the store, from my checking account. That same day, I don't even wait for the morning of the next day.
And use what you have.
Like I told my kids, how much is your pocket money? Is this? Some of them are doing, they feel, when they feel after this, I need some more, they go get a holiday job. Yes. I don't have time for that. For the youngest, that the 16-year-old that doesn't have a job yet or has never worked yet, I just say, do not spend what you don't have.
That's right.
Do not spend what you don't have. When you now see, I have to borrow, do not borrow, never borrow, and do not spend what you don't have.
Yeah.
So it's so important. So avoid spontaneous buying. 4, automate your savings account.
Yes.
It's so important to automate your savings account so that you don't have to do it manually, and by the time you want to do it, you've spent the money. Let it just go to the savings automatically. Even if it's $500, there's a place here where we'll calculate what $100 will get you in a year, or in 2 years, or in 3 years. Saving $100 a month, it goes a long way. All right. So number 5, investing in stocks, Bitcoin. All these are money IQ tips that I'm bringing here. Investing in foreign currency and also considering inflation, right? In every investment opportunity, you need to also consider inflation. If whatever you are making, like for me, I do export sometimes, so it's a bit tricky because of the foreign currency exchange, and you lose the rates. Really make it affects you in some ways. So you know your why. Always know your why before you determine how. Then you know how much. Know the why you need this money. Then you now find out, how do I make this money? How much do I even need? Sometimes you say, I want to make $1 million. The question is, do you need $1 million? Seriously? Yes. Do you need it? Do you need it?
Just because,
that's the thing. You can't think, because you can spend $1 million like this.
Oh yes.
Likewise, you can spend $1 like this. Same amount of time. So it's a bit tricky. So, and also know what is your finish line. In anything you are doing, what's the end goal? It's basically the finish line. What's the end goal you're looking to achieve? Ask yourself, how much is enough? I said Mark Zuckerberg is still making money. He's still struggling. He's still in the hustle and grind, like the rest of us that don't even have a dime to our name, for example. So how much is enough? You need to ask yourself, because some people get to that breaking point, and that's where they go into depression, suicide, and stuff. Because they never know. They never put a cap. There's no finish line. When does it end? It's so important.
Yes.
So now let's find out, how can we drive our wealth? So let me know if you need me to. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me go to the end, and there are other ways we can drive our wealth. If people ask questions, I can use those to answer for them, because I'm looking at the time as well. So what are the important things you should know from all this? I have said a lot about the money EQ and the money IQ. You need to believe that financial independence is your birthright. It is your birthright. Some people, the poverty mindset is, it's only those kind of people. They have influence. It's because their father left them this money. Make all this kind of excuses, and you keep yourself in this minimum income level in your head. Or even if you have a business idea, you say you want to be a mindset coach, for example. So Monfik is doing it, A Brown is doing it. I'm just calling random coaches I've worked with now. Brendan Branchard is doing it, or Mel Robbins is doing it. Jay Shetty is doing it. There's no room enough for me. There's always room enough for everybody to do whatever they want to do, because financial independence is your birthright. Then for us as women, which is where I'm coming from too, as a woman from a third world country, I don't need to make that much. My husband will take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's another mindset that limits us. So you see opportunities, you have a potential, you have a lot of things you can do and improve your life, and you never take it seriously because you are looking at, oh, my husband. Then the day something happens to your husband and they lose the money, because even if you have the theoretical knowledge, it will also help your husband to be able to make more, because he'll be coming to you and discussing certain things with you about money. Because like I mentioned in the beginning, some relationships have all the divorces, all the money is money problem.
Yes.
Because some people cannot even talk about money with their spouses. They cannot. They cannot even bring it up. They are scared of even bringing it up because maybe they are not making anything in the home, so they feel they are not enough. I love these teachings from Steve Harvey. There's something he said. He said, if you want to be truly successful as a man, he said, you are never truly successful as a man without a good woman behind you. Look at it. Whatever money you think you made, you are really never a real successful man. You can't really say you are fulfilled, you are happy to be you, if you don't have a good woman backing you up. So even if you are not making your money, for the women out there, maybe you are a stay-at-home mom, the fact that you are in that house, making sure the kids are good, making sure there's food on the table, you cook before he comes back, whatever it is you do for your spouse, do you know how much money you are helping him make because you are a stay-at-home mom? Then you think you cannot talk to him about the decisions of the money he's bringing in? You should be able to talk to him about it, because you are helping him save so much money by being home as a stay-at-home mom, working and supporting the home. You know what it takes to be at home? When I quit my job 2015, I did not even know what came over me. Like, I wanted to go crazy, because at home, you don't know what is happening. You don't know. It's like a Pandora's box. You don't know what will pop up. In the office, you have your job description. You have your defined roles. It's stressful, but you do it. You can't go after a while. They say, oh, you're closing a bit early. You finish your job. Why don't you do this next one? No, that's not my job.
Yeah.
But at home, everything is your job.
That's right.
Everything, including, especially abroad. Here, you are the cleaner. You can even climb the roof and fix something. And you are the plumber. You know, I don't call a plumber anymore. I have all kinds of tricks on how to fix the toilet. I never knew that until I got here.
It's interesting you say that, one thing, because when they try to put a monetary value on a housewife, it's crazy. It's crazy how much value that is. It's over 100,000.
You are making so much money for him by being in that house. If you want to really look at it, look at how much you would have paid for childcare. Look at how much you would have paid for a cleaner. Look at how much you pay for the driver. If you wanted to get a stay-at-home person to do the cleaning, to do the laundry, or the cook and all of that, especially here, if I bring a plumber in here, the day I made the decision to learn how to fix toilets, a plumber came in here and he just went into that toilet and he spent 2 minutes and he gave me a bill of 150. And I was like, no way. No way, this is not happening. So I went to YouTube. I learned everything. Whatever is happening with the toilet right now, like, I just came back from a trip and my daughter was like, Mommy, I think this, I said, don't worry.
I got it.
I got it. Don't worry. We're going to fix it. So do you know how much you are helping your husband save by being so domesticated and doing all of this? What I'm saying is that part of you knowing the value of what you bring to the table is not you making the money, going out there and hustle and grinding. You being home, you are helping to bring money in. You as a woman, as a stay-at-home mom, should be brave enough and know your worth enough to be able to ask your husband, oh, how much did you make this month? We need to keep this for the kids' college education. We need to keep this. So if he has bad habits of hanging out late with friends, or if he takes too much coffee every day, and you calculate all of that, you have to get him to keep some of that aside.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's something that they encourage whenever you're budgeting. It's not just the person who's making the money that is setting the budget. This is a joint effort. Husband and wife have to sit together and do the budget.
Yes.
It's
So for me, I told you it was a problem I had. So now I just kind of, it's always a succinct way. It's not antagonism, it's not confrontation, because we women, we kind of, oh, I don't want him to get mad. No, there's a succinct way. There's some things he wants from you that only you can give him. We know what we are saying. We know what we know what we do. So those times and those whatever, you use it to bring those conversations out so that he knows that you are not an empty vessel. You have intellect, you have initiative, you have discretion, you understand. So it's so important. So review your expenses. Look at your wants and your needs.
Yeah.
Where can you find, for example, I used to tell my kids, forget about the wants, let's just focus on the need. Like yesterday, my daughter said she's on a diet and she's like, Mommy, the food we eat in this house, I just don't want to eat this type of food again. I want to go into this Mediterranean. I'm like, I don't know what that is, whatever. So yesterday she wanted to go out and get some food to meet that Mediterranean diet thing. She wanted to just order Uber Eats, and she was talking about it, and 2 hours later I'm like, I saw her in the kitchen fixing something, cutting her veggies. I'm like, what about your Uber Eats? She said, Mommy, by the time Uber Eats comes to this house with delivery cost, you know how much that is? That money, if we go to the store, I will use it to make 2 or 3 meals like this. I'm like, oh, smart girl.
There we go.
So you need to look at your wants and you need to look at your needs, So whenever you want to buy something, I need this, I want to ask yourself, is it really a need?
Yeah.
If it's a need, you can't do without it. Like, you need to pay your bills. You need to get the power, the electricity bill paid. Otherwise, you wouldn't have electricity. That's a need, But a want, you want to do something else. You just want to use the data all day and not mind how much you accumulate in data. Sometimes that's a want. Getting the kids to switch off their phones and all of that, saving you some data for your plans and all that. Yes. Always look for ways to put money back on your table, right? When, for example, if you save, what I was saying earlier, if you save $200 in a month, you would turn out to be, in 30 years, you would have saved $350,000. $200 in a month, you would have saved, in 30 years, $350,000.
Yes.
Just $200 in a month. That is $40 every week. Every week you just put $40 aside. So for people that are saying I cannot save, that is the answer. Really, how much are you making that you cannot save $40 a week? Right?
Start with something.
Start with something. No matter, even if it's $10 a week, that gives you, I believe, how much a month? I didn't do that maths. $10 a week will give you
about 40 or 50, depending on how many days a week.
Yes. So keep your money in a high yield savings account. Remove it from your regular savings account.
That's right. You can't touch it.
So that you can't touch it. The key is out of sight is out of mind.
Right.
Out of sight is out of mind. So, for example, if you sell services like I do, for the first service you sell or the first product you sell, you put the money in that high yield savings account and don't go back to it. For the follow-up products you sell, you can now start determining, this is what it is, this is where I'll remove this expense, this is where I'll remove this is where I'll remove this. But for the first one you sell, take all of it and add it to that your savings, including the monthly automated savings. Oversee all your money. Each one should have a job to do. Give your money, I'm done. Give your money a job to do. Right? Give your money a job to do. Like, don't just have your money. Sometimes when you squander your money, it's because you really don't know your why and your how and your how much. If you have 10,000 sitting in your account, you should know what it's for. So that's for the high yield savings account. That's the work that one is doing. So I don't have it. Out of sight is out of mind. So that's the excuse me. That's the key. Sorry, I have a sore throat, so bear with me.
No problem. problem. No
It's not
problem.
about wealth in a bank account, and that's where it has to do with behavior and mindset. It's not about wealth in a bank account, it's about the richness of life.
Yes.
It's about the richness of life. Some people have so much money, they don't have richness in their lives. So which one are you looking towards getting? Then the final one, remember that it's about the behavior, your habits and decisions you make with money that determines your success. So it's not how much money you make, but it's the behavior you have towards money, the habits you have towards money. Some of this I've covered here, and what decisions you are making about money. Yeah. So I spoke beyond the time. Please bear with me, boy. Yes.
Good job, Monfik.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing.
You're writing with
For me, I was writing down to like crazy, just making sure, because I do want to bring this up as well with any live that we're doing where I see the relevance, we will be pulling it in, because this is something that some people don't realize the relationship with being able to become wealthy, or just being able to manage your money better. So it's so important.
Yeah.
And I like that first point you brought up, Manvik, about failure.
Yeah.
Because we make the New Year's resolution, and this is with anything, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to lose weight this year. That's one of my resolutions. I'm going to make more money this year. I'm going to do this, do that, and then suddenly something happens. A Saturday comes and I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you just give it up?
Because you don't know, your why is not clearly defined. Like right now, I'm doing what they call Audacity to Lead 5-day challenge, and today is challenge day 1. It's a free challenge for everybody to get, and it's a 5-day challenge. I don't know if I can find the link. I would like to put it here for your guests to join, or we'll share it later when we post the video. Today's challenge day 1 is paying attention to your intention.
Yes.
Your intention is your why beneath the why. Your intention is your reason for doing something. Some people want to lose weight, for example. They just want to fit in a dress because they want to go out for one dinner sometime in the month. And after they successfully fit into that dress, everything goes down to shit afterwards.
Yeah, it's true.
So what's your why? You know, the why in everything you are looking at in life. What's your why? Like for me, when I get memory reminders from Facebook, I see 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'm like, oh my God, Monfik, you've been doing this for such a long time.
Yeah.
I've been talking like this about mindset and leadership and being self-aware and overcoming self-doubt, confidence, and all of that. I've been talking about that for the last 15 years, like consistently. Because the why that is behind it is really, really strong and solidified in my foundation as a person.
So it doesn't waver.
It never wavers. It instead intensifies. So as I tell you, when I started, like no encouragement, even at home, no patronage, nothing. Just think of the worst case scenario. I got it. But my why kept me waking up every morning and keep doing it.
Right.
Now I take walks every day. The why is not to lose weight. The why is to enjoy nature and to think and process things. Whenever I'm out there in nature, I just feel so enriched. There's something in the atmosphere that just energizes me. When I come back, aches and pains and everything, tomorrow I'm out there again. When I'm done now, I'm going out there. It's raining, it's snowing, it's sunny. I don't care.
You're there.
Because my why is bigger than the thing that I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah. So anybody that has a goal for money, for weight, for diets, whatever goal you have for this new year, the clear thing you have to have clarity on is what is your why. Pay attention to your intention. So for this challenge, I'm teaching people the steps, because your intention is started, the backup of your intention is a desire.
Yes.
There's a desire and it's unwavering. So you set an intention, I'm going to achieve this today.
Yes.
Like today, I woke up really not feeling up to par because of what we're discussing before, which I don't want to talk about on air. Not feeling up to par. But I made the intention, I'm doing this today. I'm going to bring my 100% to this. You see, when I told you no, 130, no, 145, it's me rebooting, regrouping. To make sure this 100%, I'll give it. Because for me, anything I do, it can't be basic. It has to be extraordinary.
Full on.
I don't want to be a mediocre person. So the why should always be very clear.
Yes.
And it should be something like the vision. You write it down. That why is not the vision board I look at sometimes. It's why do you want to do that? Why?
Yeah.
Why? When we had that exercise, when you said the why, I could see your face light up. It wasn't about the thing. It was about the reason behind the thing.
So true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. It is what drives me.
Yeah.
And what's still driving me. And that's why, Avril and I have made plans that 2022 is our year.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking out and getting things done.
Yes.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
And I love the 6 to 7 points that you brought out, about, understanding money and how you build wealth. And that was so important. I think one thing that stuck out for me is, again, relating back to the financing, is the automation of savings. Don't think about it, just get it done. It ties back to what we talked about, Avril, one of our first conversations about pay yourself first.
Yeah.
It's so important. And you set up automation for your bills, set it up for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to bring that point as well, where Monfik mentioned that money is needed for survival.
Yes.
Right? It's like air.
Yeah.
And we don't, most of the times we don't look at it like that, because we realize, my paycheck is going to come at the end of the month. And, it must come. But who tell you it must come? What make you think it must come? Anything could happen.
That's true.
You could be let go. So many things could happen. So I want us to remember, and all those persons who are listening to us today, that money is needed for survival.
Yeah.
And if you don't have money, what happens? If you don't have fresh air to breathe, what happens?
It's a good point.
Very good point. Yeah.
I really like
to say it. I think people know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another point I wanted to bring out is when Monfik say that most of our problems, it starts with money, especially in relationships when it comes to husband and wife. And most of the times we do not speak about it. We put it under the rug, we put it under the carpet, but it always surfaces. And it is said that lots of divorces starts with that, not because of infidelity, but it starts with money, the money problems. Most divorces end up with that because of money problems. And if we have to look at the statistics for that, we will see it always starts with the money.
Yeah.
That was a good point, Monfik.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, guys, you would have seen a couple of things passing on the banner. And again, when you replay the video, you will see it again. It's Monfik's email where you can contact her. Just have a conversation. Start off the conversation. That's how I did it as well.
Yeah.
And you would be amazed at the transition that you can get as well. You can also follow her on Instagram, and I have that going across again on the banner. And Monfik, you said that you have a 5-day challenge that's starting today.
Yes.
Yes. So if you can share that with us, we will post it on our Facebook page, and we'll post it to this as well. So anyone looking at it, they'll be able to see it as well.
Yes.
I think that's a good start as well.
Yes. Audacity to Lead challenge. So and it helps to get clarity on some of these things we've talked about. And It's just for 5 days. It started today and it's ongoing until I believe Wednesday will be the 5th day. So if you sign up, it takes you straight to my online school, MRA online school, where you get daily videos to give you certain clarity in different things. You know, like I began, new year, new me. You want to be a new me this year. You want to make audacious goals this year. You want to do amazing things this year. It starts with changing your habits. You know, so everything about coaching is helping you to build new habits that will be able to bring you faster results. You know, you've been doing something the same way for a long time and your results are still elusive. So why don't you get what I call transformational tools to enable you to jumpstart, to be able to enable you to level up? You know, whatever goals you have for your professional and personal life, I believe strongly the first thing is audacity. Yes. What is audacity? Having the boldness, having the temerity, having like fearlessness to go get what you need to go get. Everything we do in life, what differentiates the people that are making it and not making it is one person doesn't know everything because he's not making it because he knows everything. He's making it because he has the audacity to go in there and do that life class. Is making it because he has the audacity to pick up that phone call and make that cold call, to talk to that client, to create a new, to walk into the boss's office and tell them the new idea, whether the boss wants to listen or not, to grab somebody's attention. You know, it's audacity and it's leadership. So I came up with a five-step framework to enable people to know how to develop the audacity to lead. It's a quarterly workshop that I do, Audacity to Lead seminar, but it's based on a 5-step framework, which I don't elaborate too much on the seminar itself because of time. So I decided, why don't I create it as a free thing? It's like a mini course because some of the videos you'll be getting, some of them are, I know the first day's video is 25 minutes. The 4th day's video is 40 minutes. I'm still trying to upload it. You know, I'm still trying to upload it into the online school because of the size. So it's like a course. So every day you get education on the concept, then you get tasks that will help you to build this new habit. So when you post this, I will send you.
Yes. And it's free as well.
And it's absolutely free. It's my New Year gift to you guys. Like I just felt, what can I give? Because 90% of what we do as coaches in the service industry is about service. Then the 10% we hope some people can really invest in themselves so we can work with them one-on-one. It's a business that it takes time to grow, but it's a consistency. So it's about service. So it's my New Year gift. More than maybe say 3 hours of videos you will get, or 2.5 hours of video, absolutely free, you know, for you to tackle this year. Take it head on, and when you own it for life. So you go back and you open it and you learn, you know. So I've been sending the links to you guys, and I'm sure you guys will take advantage. And even if you don't join today, we have 4 more days. You know, any day you join, you get the previous videos, so you can watch the replays. Then you now listen to the particular day's video that you join. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good, Monfig.
Yeah.
Wow. I really. What an afternoon.
Well, if our mindset haven't changed yet, I don't know what else to say. Especially when it comes to money. So we got a full knowledge, you know, of what it's supposed to be. And I am so happy that Monfig made time. You know, she didn't let her suffer leave her behind. You know, she took the audacity to lead us today, and she came on. She gave 200% of herself today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so grateful to have our friend Monfig Abayu with us today. For persons who want to do the challenge, it will be posted on the link later on. Please share this video if you think that somebody would need it. Probably you would not need it, but somebody else would need it. And we advise that lots of persons are struggling financially and they don't know what to do, especially when it comes to, you know, a financial house. So Monfig is a wonderful coach. I have worked with Monfig, and I could tell you that she is an excellent coach. I'm not saying that just for saying sick, but he is an excellent coach. And you would have to know that for yourself. Get in touch with Monfig, and you will be able to say the same. And if you're not able to say the same, blame me.
I guarantee you guys. I guarantee you. And for my products that you buy, I have a 2-week money back guarantee because I put in so much. So in 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks you're working with me, you're not satisfied. Okay, I'll return your money. So, and this one I'm doing is absolutely free. So you have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain. Yeah. Thank you guys.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Trudy, and thank you, Monfig. And hopefully that we could do this again. It's the beginning of the year, so maybe every quarter we could do a reset mindset.
Awesome. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for giving us your time, sacrificing your Saturday to be with us on your financial house. Have a good afternoon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys, we are clear.
Oh, that was amazing.
1 hour on the dot.
Yes.
We had quite a few people on and off. We had up to 6 people.
Awesome.